So there he goes, smoking down the back straightaway here at Syracuse. Turn 3, little bump. Across those, no problem. Into turn 4, down the front straightaway. He sees the checkered flag. Bobby Wilson's waving in front of him. And here he comes, the winner at the Schaefer 200.
So Johnson will win it. Carl Collis, it is the blue car. It is Tom Wilson. Johnson never able to get around.
So a good race all day long. We saw some guys coming from way back in the pack, including Treichler and Wilson. Of course, the winner off the pole, this man, Jack Johnson, who dominated the race to earn the biggest payday of his career.
Falling out of orange number 12, the 200 champion, his second win. The first one came at 79, waving to the fans in the stands, and all of his crew. Jack Johnson. Excuse me. Jack. From pole position to winner's circle. It can't be done any better than that.
Unbelievable. I'll tell you, these guys did a heck of a job preparing the car. Everything worked out just right, and I'll tell you, I really couldn't be happier, really.
I'll tell you, Carl Collis was not that far behind you. If you'd made a little mistake, he'd have got you.
Well, Carl's a real good runner, and I know he runs tough all year long, and I was ready for him today, though. We have it covered.
Any anxious moments out there, especially in turn 3?
Well, lap traffic was a little bit of a problem. These guys all racing for a spot, and you can't expect them to move right over, so we had to race with them today. And luckily, everything went our way today.
You got a beautiful new car to drive home, a diamond ring for your pinky, and a sack full of cash. Congratulations.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Jack Johnson conquers the Moody Mile today. Well, the crowd is mobbing Jack Johnson down here, Brock, and in the process, accidentally crushing me. So let's go to you with the second place finisher, Carl Collis.
Welcome to the 12B segment of our Week 12 edition of Inside Northeast Racing. Got a lot of different things for you to take a look at here in this segment. Some full-fendered action and some pretty wild-looking full-fender cars here. The World of Outlaw late models, their first ever stop at the Track of Champions. This past midweek event here at the Fonda Speedway. The World of Outlaw late models on hand. We'd like to thank the New York State Stock Car Association, Gene Cole's Utica Rome Speedway, RCT Roofing, and Rayome's Towing and Recovery for their support.
Hi, this is Stan DeVore. I'm representing Inside Northeast Racing. It's a great show. It's on YouTube, and I watch it every Saturday with my son Lyle, who's a promoter here at Malta.
The hat says Stan the Man. He's also Stan the Fan. And great guy, great friend of ours here at Northeast Racing Videos. Well, coming up here, the racing at the Albany Saratoga Speedway. We'll start off with pro stock action at the Albany Saratoga Speedway, and we'll go to Mike Warren with the call.
Up into turn number 1 and 2, Bill Smith going to be your race leader as they come off the corner. But here comes Dan Older to the inside lane, going to make a bid for the race lead as they head through turn number 3 and 4 for the first time. Car spinning in front, that'll be the 00 Byron Westcott as they make their way around. It will click as yellow will be out on the speedway. Not be Smith's strong point is now Kenny Martin gets by him on the inside. Kenny Martin now going to duck to the inside lane of Dan Older. Older fishtails it enough through turn number 3 and 4. They're side by side at the line, but it's going to be Dan Older still with the race lead. Kenny Martin to the inside lane here once again. He'll try to power it to the ground off the corner. And Crazy Kenny goes to the front once again. Kenny Martin, your new race leader, as they make their way through turn number 3 and 4. And now right behind him, Dan Older and Bill Smith still fight for spot number 2. That time the 97 developed a bit of a push, and that allows the 41 to have the spot at the line. As now Bill Smith trying to Down the back straightaway. Bill Smith has 2 corners to try to do something here. They'll make their way through turn number 3 and 4. Checkered flag is going to be out. Smith ducks to the top side, but it ain't going to be enough. Kenny Martin picks up the victory. Second will be the 41 of Bill Smith. Third will be the 97 of Dan Holder. Fourth will be Dave DePaul. And coming around in fifth at the wall of the race car, and Kenny Martin is going to, well, he's going to try to go to the flag stand. Kenny's at the flag stand, and he'll salute the crowd. The winner of tonight's American Indian Movement feature event for the Pro Stock.
And there, Kenny Martin with old Featherfoot himself, Ronnie Mensing, the leader of the American Indian Movement sponsored events at some of the local speedways. And again, we want to point out, it wouldn't be a holiday weekend without the Empire Super Sprints and fireworks coming up at the Utica Rome Speedway on Sunday, July 7th. Plan on making your holiday plans and make Utica Rome part of that holiday with Sunday night entertaining the Empire Super Sprints and fireworks added to a regular card. Time for the Fonda Pro Stocks, presented weekly here on Inside Northeast Racing by RCT Roofing. RCT Roofing presents the Pro Stocks at the Fonda Speedway, and here is your Fonda Speedway feature event for the Pro Stocks. We'll go to track announcer Josh Phillips for the call.
Off of turn 4, Denny's got it high above his head, and we are racing down the front stretch. Cousin Luke helping Hallner to get to the front. He in a hurry, and he has now moved up to the number 2 spot. As we've got him 3 wide midway through the pack. Everybody trying to shake it out here early in this one. Kenny Gates going to get a run out of turn number 2 down the backstretch, trying to crack up inside the top 5. And then we've got him 3 wide right there with the 49 of Ivan Joslin squeezed right there in the middle. So Gates underneath of Joslin, and way out on the top side rides McPhail. Then Bluski right there as well with him as they charge down into turn number 1 to complete lap number 1. And Gus Hallner out in front right now with Cousin Luke. Chuck McSpirit riding 3rd, 4th is Gates. Number 3, so Martin looking for the number 2 spot. He'll grab 3rd, and he's not done as he's going to try to split the gap out of turn number 4 as they come down the front straight. So Cousin Luke was your leader on a 4, but as they cross the stripe, Kenny Martin going to grab the race lead. Cousin Luke way out on top. Going to give up a little bit of ground. Gates going to sneak by to grab the number 4 spot, and he's looking for 3rd as he's right there. So into turn 4 for the final time. Going to sneak underneath the lap car for the first time in 2013. Kenny Martin going to cross the stripe first, pick up the checker flag, pick up the win. Kenny Martin will win the race.
Kenny Martin was your feature event winner. Pete Broderson would finish 2nd. Jim Normoyle came across the line 3rd. Walt Brownell Jr. finished 4th. And Dennis Joslin would complete your top 5 at Fonda on Saturday night. While on the subject of the Fonda Pro Stocks, July 18th is the date they will host the Hondo Classic, a must-see for the Pro Stock automobiles on the Track of Champions. July 18th, the Hondo Classic at the Fonda Speedway. Bobco Racing Video presents another fast flashback as Pat DaBiere talks to Jumpin Jack after clinching his 10th title, coincidentally, in the 12B.
Anytime in any kind of sports that you climb up.
Take them out front a little bit so we can get the photos for you.
Come on out here, Jack. We got to talk to you a little bit. Anytime that you climb a mountain 10 times, got to be a real special feeling. And some of the folks out here just don't appreciate what they witnessed here tonight. This is history right here.
Well, you know, we worked real hard at it this year. We had a lot of problems with motors and whatever, and you know, it was a heck of a race tonight. I saw Pat there with 5 to go. I cooked the left rear, and I knew I was in trouble, but I had to stay one behind him, and that's what I tried to do, just hang on for second, and I knew if we did, we'd come away with our 10th championship.
I tell you, you are a true champion yourself. Pat Ward gave you the thumbs up on the way by. And how does it feel to win track championship number 10 here at a track that's named the Track of Champions?
Well, I'll tell you, it's a real honor. I never thought, you know, in my wildest dreams that this could ever happen, but you know, we've been lucky through the years, and who knows, maybe we can do one more time next year. We'll see what happens.
Hey, now that's optimism for you. Congratulations, Jack Johnson, on another track championship.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen, what about a round of applause for both our winners tonight?
From the man who could make a big block sing at Fonda, we now get to know more about the gal who's known for singing at the Track of Champions. We now go to the Dirty Scoop with Elmo Reckner.
Okay, we're here at Fonda Speedway tonight and thought it might be fun to interview Mimi Lazaro for a change and see what she can tell us about what's going on around the racetrack. So, Mimi, I guess we know how long you've been coming here, but what's your favorite part about coming to the Speedway?
Oh, God. That's a tough question. I just love it. You know, I grew up in it, and I find myself, if I'm camping or at a friend's house on any day of the weekend, I'm checking my phone to see what's going on at the races. So I really can't do anything else without wondering what's going on at the races.
The other question I've got to ask you is your voice. You do the national anthem here just about every week, and how did you get involved with that?
I really got more into it after my dad passed away, which I'm kind of sad about because I wish he would have been able to hear it, but I know he's here listening. I don't know, I did it for a basketball game at school once, and it was horrible. And then I just started doing it here, and I've done it here. I've done it at the Valley, at Malta, at Syracuse for the Super Dirt Week. And I really like doing it. I've sang my whole life. I have recordings of myself as a kid, just singing, being a silly kid, and you know, I was in chorus my whole high school time, and you know, did a Grease skit for a play, and you know, you know, really the real true meaning of why I like doing the national anthem is for the veterans out in the stands. I have them come up to me and they tell me how much they enjoy that I sing the song like it's written, like it should be sung. I don't try to do all this crazy stuff with it, and that really means a lot to me. So the real meaning of why I do it is for those people, for the people who are serving and who have served.
That's great. And I know I appreciate hearing it when we line up on the front stretch. So what else can we ask you? I'm not used to asking the questions here, but what other tracks do you like going to?
Honestly, I would really like to be able to expand what tracks I have been to. I've only been to local tracks other than going to Tulsa, Oklahoma for the Chili Bowl. That is just incredible. Not just because of the track, but because the whole experience of it, really. And to be able to see these very popular USAC and NASCAR guys racing in such a small, confined space, and even they have a very difficult time getting into the A main on Saturday because it is just such a tough race to make. But you know, I've really only been to the tracks here in the Northeast, out in Western New York. I'd really like to maybe get up to Canada. I really want to get down to Jersey and PA, and anywhere I can go, I would love to go. So, but my favorite track obviously is Fonda Speedway.
Well, we're happy to have you here, and your dad was certainly one of the greats here, if not the greatest. So I think a lot of people would remember that. Okay, this is Elmo Reckner and Mimi Lazaro, and you've been watching Inside Northeast Racing.
Very good.
We'd like to thank the New York State Stock Car Association for their support of Inside Northeast Racing in 2013. Upcoming NISCA safety nights include this Friday at the I-88 Speedway, the 13th of July at Woodhull, and the 14th of July at the Utica Rome Speedway. Thanks again to the New York State Stock Car Association, NISCA, our great supporters. Well, now we'll go off to the Accord Speedway, a special night for Dave Demarest. We'll let Joel Mearns tell the story.
Instead of going to Dave's graduation today, Dave decided that he was going to go racing. So, courtesy of the Roundout Valley High School, and of course,
Hi.
Dave, we are going to have graduation right here for you right now. After 18 long years and of first grade and learning how to color in the lines, ladies and gentlemen, I present 2013 graduate Dave Demarest.
action. Here they come. And they're front row looking for career win number 1. They go racing down to turn number 1. Demarest up to the number 1 spot. He'll lead the way down there in turn number 3. Dave Demarest looking to go racing off of turn number 4. Watch them as they head down to turn number 1 right now. Wayne Taylor's in trouble. That's not going to be good. Oh. Demarest still your race leader down the back straightaway, looking for career win number 1 here in the Pro Stock division. Holly Aragon, a big giant, jumped down to the inside. Decided the outside was not working for him. Demarest still your race leader. Bracklow still second. John Rose sits back there in spot number 3 right now. Jimmy Sykes back in spot number 4. 5th is Ronk. 6th is Aragon. And here comes the squirrel, Paul Maiello. Now there's a color Demarest did not want to see, and that's yellow. Oh, we got a wheel flying. What? That's going to be Clarence Smith's wheel. You picked a fine time to leave me. Rim. Here we come, and in turn number 4, Demarest up there in the number 1 spot. Boy, I'll tell you, the Cinderella story starting to brew as Demarest still up there trying to hang on to that number 1 position. 3-car length lead, make it 1.5. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in his career, Dave Demarest is a feature winner here in the Accord Speedway. Bracklow is second. John Rose third, Ralph Ronk is fourth, then Jimmy Sykes rounds out the top 5. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Just picked up his diploma for high school here on the front straightaway and now gets his first feature win here at the Accord Speedway.
Well, we're over here pit side right now with first-time feature winner Dave Demarest. Dave, I'll tell you, a Cinderella story here at the Accord Speedway. You decide not to go to graduation tonight. You wind up getting your diploma right here on the front straightaway. You start outside pole, and you led the entire way. What was going through your mind, though, those last couple of laps? You had some heavy hitters behind you there.
I was just saying to myself, man, I hope this is worth it, and coming to the track instead of graduation. You know, it's a big day, and a lot of people were against it, but you know what? This is what I like to do, and I'm very happy with my decision. But yeah, the last few laps, I was just hanging on, man. I mean, I had a right rear flat going. It was going down slowly, so I knew we needed some good luck. So we got it, though.
I'll tell you, one of the best in the business up here at the Accord Speedway, of course, is John Rose and that Ford Power number 28 car. What was going through your mind? Every time you went down to turn 1, you look up the Pepsi scoreboard and you see that 28 starting to get closer and closer.
Yeah, you know, that was one of my biggest fears, I guess you could say. I saw that John Rose was behind me, and I knew, I've seen him race. I've been coming here since a little kid, been watching him for years, and I know he's a big contender in the Pro Stock division, and I knew he would have something for me. Well, I thought, but...
So, Dave, a big night here for you. Of course, you graduate from high school. You get your diploma here on the front stretch. You pick up your first career win. I'm sure there's a ton of people you got to thank for finally getting you here.
Oh, yes, definitely. I got to thank 1-800-SEAL-IT, Asphalt Maintenance, CJ's Automotive, Accord Auto, Scott Demarest Welding, of course, my father and my mother and grandparents and everyone on the crew. And couldn't do it without any of them.
Well, there you have it. I'm the Rooftop Shuffler inside Northeast Racing. I'm here with Pro Stock feature winner Dave Demarest.
Let's go back to Mimi Lazaro with some behind-the-scenes comments and a look back at last week's first ever stop on the World of Outlaw Late Model Tour at the Fonda Speedway, leading up to Rick Eshelman's call of the 50-lap late model feature.
Hi everyone, I'm Mimi Lazaro for Inside Northeast Racing. We are here at Fonda Speedway for the World of Outlaw Late Models, and it is a beautiful, perfect day for racing here at the Track of Champions. We're here with Ronnie Johnson. Ronnie, you got this ride with Chub Frank tonight. Tell us how you kind of got into this tonight.
Well, Stuart Friesen was supposed to drive this car tonight, and the race at New Egypt in New Jersey rained out last night, and they rescheduled it for tonight, and the opportunity come about, and with the thanks of Chub Frank and Fonda Speedway, we got an opportunity to drive the race car, and I'm real excited, real anxious, and always wanted to sit in one of these things. The only problem is we're going to have to learn right out of the box here. I'm not going to get much practice, and you know, I don't want to wreck his race car or nothing. I would like to get a good feel for it. Almost wish we could have had the car here on Saturday night and took a few practice laps with it, but we're going to take it as it comes to us.
Now, your dad, the great Jack Johnson, doesn't have experience in a late model, but did he give you any advice for getting into one of these tonight?
No, not really. he told me to go take a shot at it. You know, it's just the thing to our advantage is I race here a lot, and hopefully I know the racetrack, you know, maybe a little bit better than most, but most of these guys race all over the country and they run all kinds of different racetracks, so I think that advantage will go away in a hurry.
Yeah, I was going to ask you that. You know, running a modified here for so long and jumping into one of these, they're much more boxier. They have much more fender on them that you can maybe, you know, slide that wall on. So I'm sure it's going to be pretty interesting. You got to be a little bit nervous. You're very nonchalant when you walk around these pits. Are you a little more nervous tonight?
Yeah, I keep it inside. You know, I sat in a race car a little while ago, and the vision's quite a bit different than a modified. The front ends are a lot wider. You can't see the tires. You can't see the front bumper like you can on a modified. So I think, you know, it's going to take some getting used to, but I'll let you know a little more after hot laps.
All right, Ron. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing you out there. I think you're going to do just fine. Folks, we look forward to seeing Ronnie Johnson out there, and we will see what he does. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Thank you.
With the Chub Frank, who is letting Ronnie Johnson borrow his car tonight. Chub, what I want to know is, has Ron given you any advice? I know they're kind of night and day, but has he given you any advice how to get around here tonight?
Well, yeah, he kind of told me how that, because the track's definitely got a different shape to it than what we're normal. You know, 1 and 2 seems like it's normal, but 3 and 4 is totally different. So he was kind of giving me some pointers on that. Now it's whether our cars will get around here that way. We'll just have to adjust them to see if we can get it to where it needs to be.
Absolutely. I can tell you that turns 3 and 4 are completely different from each other, and 1 and 2 are different than 3 and 4. So it's really just a kind of, you know, you're going to go out there for the first time and learn as you go.
Well, that's all you can do. You know, we're going to go out and hot lap, and you know, that's the only thing. We only get a couple 3 laps for hot laps, and then we got to have it, you know, we got to be figured out for time trial. So some guys will get it right off the bat, and some guys won't get it till later. You know, and that's, you know, I'm hoping we get it early and get a good qualifying run and get to start up front. But, you know, it's 50 laps, so I think it looks like you can pass on it. So that's one good thing.
Now, what I want to ask you is, what track setup are you using for a place like this? What reason do you think resembles Fonda Speedway that you might use?
Well, we actually just come basic and then we adjust off of that. But we'll look at it and we'll adjust maybe some shock stuff before we even get started, because I know we need to turn a lot on the gas. A track that's kind of like this, only it's a lot smaller, is Ocala, Florida. It's about a quarter of the size, but it's shaped about the same, where you got to be on the gas all the way through the corner down the straightaway, and then the other end's real tight. So it's kind of like that. So we'll kind of use that as more of a visual than we will setup-wise.
And how much do you think you're going to help Ronnie with that setup tonight?
Well, he's going to tell me. I'm going to say, well, this is what my car's doing. He's going to tell me what his car's doing. The only good thing is his car and my cousin that's with me, his car, them 2 cars are the same. So we actually got a third person that can kind of get in there and say, hey, this is what my car's doing. So we can adjust off of that way.
All right. Well, we wish you luck, Chub. We're glad to have you here, and hopefully you have some fun out there tonight.
Appreciate it. I think we will.
All right, folks, that's Chub Frank and the #1 here at Fonda Speedway tonight. We are here with Tim McCready. Tim, you haven't run a late model here yet, but you've run a modified here at Fonda Speedway. What are you thinking going in?
Oh, I just, you know, thinking that maybe the track will be kind of like it is when we come here for a major race a couple times a year or so. So it's exciting for us. I don't know what to expect, I guess, till after we run some laps.
Now, you got your buddy Ronnie Johnson running in a late model tonight. Did he come over and talk to you at all?
He did, but as like I told him, it's hard to really explain the differences. You just got to go out there and warm up to it, and then once he gets out there, I probably have a lot easier time helping him after he runs a few laps because he's a professional and he knows what he's going to need as far as feel from a car. He just probably doesn't know how to get there, and I can try to help him best I can, but I think he'll be fine.
You've been pretty successful this year. You got some wins under your belt. You're familiar here. You thinking you're going to go out and kick these guys' butts, or what do you think?
I don't know. I mean, it's one of those things. If we can hit on everything right and get a good starting spot and a track's maneuverable, hopefully we can find something that they might not know about. But these guys have been racing at every different track in the country, so coming here is only different for a short amount of time before they feel at home. So hopefully that's after the races we can find something. But I don't know. We'll see.
Has anybody else come to you asking you about Fonda, how the turns are? Because I just talked to Chub Frank, and he's like, oh, I've heard every turn is different, which is true. Have they come to you at all?
Nah, not really. I mean, we kind of keep to ourselves a little bit, like just because we're busy. We get here, we're busy. We really don't have as much time to run up and down and do all the, I can talk more when I'm in Vinny's car because I don't have to do anything. Right. So Vinny's such a good mechanic and they're a great team where I can relax and treat it more as a vacation. This here's how I make my money, and I don't really have enough time to run back and forth. But it is what it is, and we'll give it our best shot.
It sounds like you probably wouldn't give them much advice anyways.
Nah, they know what they're doing. I mean, if you want to hand them stuff to make them better, they're only going to beat you. So it's they don't need, none of these guys that travel need my help to get faster. They're already too tough as it is. I just, Vic and I will do most of the helping with each other. He's been here and he'll help me out hopefully a little bit. And if there's anything I can give to him to help him, it'll go vice versa because we want to see one of our two cars in victory lane, hopefully.
All right, Tim. Well, good luck here tonight. You got experience behind you, so hopefully that'll come into play. Folks, that's Tim McCready with his Sweeteners Plus car here tonight.
Celebrating our 10th season under the World Racing Group, ladies and gentlemen, we present to you the most powerful late models on the planet, Fonda Speedway Track of Champions. Here they come, the World of Outlaws 4 wide. Wave to your favorite driver and wish them good luck, because this is the last time you'll see them this slow. Oh, so many different choices out here for a victory tonight. Who's it going to be? Chub Frank, over 100 races since victory lane. Billy Decker's never gotten one. Dan Stone looking for his third career. We're going to get the one to go this time. Oh, boy. Watch them as they come out of turn number 4. They're going to get on the hammer. 850 horses coming at you out of 4. Here we go. So they get into turn number 1. Everybody minding their own P's and Q's. Playing nice. And we are underway. TMac's going to bring them out of turn number 4 and lead lap number 1. Here comes your leader, Dan Stone, running in second. Third is Decker. It's Eric Wells. Rick Deckard in the top 5 on lap number 1. And it's champion against champion. Darrell Lanigan to the inside of Josh Richards. They're battling for the number 10 spot early. Richards has it. Lanigan wants it. They're both on Clint Smith's heels. Now Morgan Bagley will show the nose to Darrell Lanigan. Nothing doing there. Chub Frank will work David Zone in turn number 3 and bring Bubba Cool along with him.
to get both Boom Briggs and Larry White to have clear sailing again. 399 cars in his way right now. Briggs, White, Zona, all in front of your leader. Here comes Decker again. Billy Decker's going after it now. Dan Stone for second. Oh, it just jumping and bumping over. Turn number 1, lost some momentum. 22 will go on the scoreboard this time, and McCready is doing all he can to get by Boom Briggs, but not successful yet. Right on the bottom of the racetrack. So, two-time modified winner here at the Speedway. Tim McCready is dead with 4 wins. Tim looking to get his first ever in the late model. He clears the 99L of Larry White, but still having trouble with Boom Briggs. Billy Decker with a solid 3rd place finish. Good top 10 runs so far for Clint Smith and Chub Franks. Leader McCready has a lap car between himself and Dan Stone with 8 laps to go. And McCready is going to catch the slower cars just at the end of this event. This may be Stone's only chance. So TMac works around to turn number 4 with 7 laps to go. Stone can see him. No lap cars between himself and the leader. And Stone is coming. McCready will work the outside of John Mason. Dan Stone will take the same line. TMac still hounding on the 29 of Darrell Lanigan. One more time around for McCready's 3rd ever win at this racetrack. He'll be content to follow Darrell Lanigan because Dan Stone has made no moves. He'll take the Sweeteners Plus into turn number 3 for the final time. From green to white to checkered, 50 straight, no caution. 3rd win of the year goes to Tim McCready. 2nd will go to Dan Stone. 3rd is going to go to Billy Decker with a great run. 4th will go to Eric Wells, and 5th to Rick Ecker. We're going to go. Nice hometown win for TMac! Smile back on the face of Tim McCready. 3rd one of the year, Tim. 3rd one at this Speedway, 2 in a modified, so no stranger to victory lane, but talk about how well this car performed.
It wasn't very good in the heat, and we went to work, and my dad was here tonight, and I just kind of asked him like I did pretty much every week I race since I started, so, and he said, don't let me mess you up, but I told him he's probably smarter than most of us anyways, probably all of us, so with his help, Jordan, my brother's here, and Scratch and Huey, and then my 2 guys, Johnny and Craig, it's a family affair here tonight, and I just, I've watched Jack Johnson win so many races that same way, and be aggressive when you got to and try to be smooth, and I just try to be like Jack.
Hey, Tim, how about we bring this guy in here into the picture with you? He won't come over? Come on over here, Bob. I'll tell you what, Tim, over at Canandaigua, same thing. There he is. Oh, yeah. This has become a tradition here in the Empire State. Tim, great to have both of you guys here. You can't hide him. There's no way.
He's been trying to hide all day, but he can't hide.
No, it's kind of hard to hide barefoot. Bob, this young man did a hell of a job tonight. What do you think?
Yeah, when he's happy, I'm happy. He did a nice job. Real nice.
No doubt about it, Tim. So now can we carry the momentum tomorrow night over to Brighton?
I don't know. We're still working on this car. I got another one I think I'm going to try tomorrow. I changed a bunch of stuff on because this car shines when it's slow, but it's got some issues. But we're working hard, and I got to thank Integra Shocks, Pro Power Motors, especially Sweeteners Plus and CME and Vic. When I get a little out of control, Vic reins me back in, and I think we keep each other level, which is cool. So. Everybody that puts this whole program together, and all the fans especially are coming out. I said it before, I do really love racing in New York State. It's the most fun because the tracks race usually really good all the way around, and hopefully it was a decent show.
No doubt about it, Tim. So another one in New York coming up next Tuesday. Enjoy this one. Take this momentum over to Brighton. Let's see what happens tomorrow night.
Yeah, right on. Thanks a lot. I just want to thank Warrior Chassis, too. Everybody, there's a lot of people behind me that make me look real good. So thanks again for everybody for coming out.
Once again, MVP Race Fuels Victory Lane with his dad, Barefoot Bob McCready. Tonight's winner, TMac, Tim McCready.
You've been watching Inside Northeast Racing, sponsored by the New York State Stock Car Association, Utica Rome Speedway, RCT Roofing, Ray Ohms Towing and Recovery, Bobco Video, Northeast Racing Videos, LaGrange Media, and Jack's Used Race Car Parts and more. Thanks for watching our 12B segment of our Week 12 edition of Northeast Racing Videos, themed after one of the greatest to ever strap into a dirt modified. We hope you enjoyed our Jumpin Jack flashback to the jumper. We're all thinking of you. For Mimi Lazaro, Josh Phillips, Joel Mearns, Mike Warren, Pat DaBiere, and even Elmo, I'm Dan Martin saying see ya. Inside Northeast Racing is a Northeast Racing Videos production.